to the Isle Royale Greenstone channel. So I've got set aside about a dozen or so greenstones that I just want to discuss and show maybe some characteristics that lend to a better piece in the end. You know, the shape of the cabochon, the way that it's cut underneath and on top. So there's just some different characteristics of greenstones that lend to jewelry better than others. And so I'm going to go ahead and discuss that with you right now. So just one more full disclosure. I am by no means a gemologist. I never claim to be, and I don't know everything there is to know about greenstones. One thing I am is a maker. I'm a hands-on artist that absolutely loves the greenstones. I love the art of making greenstone jewelry, and I want to learn as much as anyone else. Different methods, ways to make the jewelry better, ways to display the greenstone better, and just wanted to get that kind of out in the open so that no one's under any illusion that I'm claiming to be an expert or know everything there is to know about greenstones. So with that said, let's dive right into this and let's have some fun with it. This is just basically the stones that I have here to discuss today, and I'll kind of zoom in a little bit on what I've got, and it gives you just basically an idea of what I'm going to go over. So I'm just going to start off with a really nice larger greenstone. This one looks to me to be about 20 millimeters tall, maybe a little less. Anyway, it's a really great greenstone. It's a little bit on the dark side, but it would brighten up, you know, in the sunlight. But if you look at the bottom of this stone, it's been tapered right around the edge of this right here, and that makes it so that when you're pushing the stone down into the silver bezel, none of these corners catch as it's being pushed down, and that really helps for cabochon setting, especially in greenstones. So this is a really nice settable stone. It's got a nice profile. It's got nice colors all the way past to where the silver would come up over the top, like right here. So this is a really nice shape for a cabochon. I wouldn't say it's on the brightest scale of greenstone, but it does have nice pattern across it, and it certainly would be a great stone. So I'm going to move to this greenstone. This is quite a bit better quality stone. It's got a very vitreous finish on it, just a couple pits right there, but other than that, very nice changeable luster. It's definitely a top stone in my opinion. One thing that it doesn't have that's very nice for setting it is, if you look on the bottom of it, it's got a sharp edge. And this is what I'm talking about as far as a cabochon goes. This really sharp edge, see if I can get a better view of it for you, right here. This makes it really hard to get the greenstone into a bezel setting. So one quick remedy to that would be just it's as simple as putting it on your flat lap and making a back bezel, or a back bevel rather, around the stone, and just getting rid of that sharp edge, and that would make this stone a lot more user-friendly when it comes time to setting it. But other than that, what a terrific stone. It would make a terrific piece, and really like it. So I'm going to move to this piece. This piece is a little bit bigger too, and it's really hard to find anything wrong with this greenstone. This is absolutely a trophy stone. It's got great pattern all the way around it. It's a solid, which means it's not any hollowness in the stone whatsoever. It's solid all the way through. This would be more or less like a pendant stone, and this one also, because if you look at the profile, the wall on the side of it lends to gripping well with a bezel. I can pull a piece of bezel material out here just to give you an idea. So if you were to put a bezel on this right here, it would still kind of grip around that stone, so it's just got that nice dome finish on it, which lends to setting it relatively easy. And on the back side of this, I think it just has some polish on it back there yet. Just wasn't perfectly cleaned, but anyway, this one's been cut back right around the edge. You can kind of see let me get the focus back here. You can kind of see that this has got just a little bit of a cut right around the rim there. And what that does, again, it just makes it slide into that setting a little bit easier and lends to being easier for the maker to use. But all in all, this is an absolutely terrific stone. And it's just, like I said, hard to find anything wrong with it. Felt it necessary to mention, even these really small greenstones, they'd have a place. A lot of people sometimes replace their faceted gemstones with a smaller, with like a greenstone, and so they fit in smaller settings, like a 5x7 or 6x8. And these little ones, as small as they are, they're still pretty useful in those types of settings. So this is just worth showing you, worth mentioning. This one's still done with the same bevel on the bottom, and so nice little stone. Okay, next I've got this piece right here. This is a really nice greenstone. It's got a great pattern. It's got mostly a vitreous finish on the top of it. Just has a couple pits. I think you can see them right there. But all in all, it's an excellent stone. So right here you can kind of see the end of the zeolite right there. Made appear like a pit, but anyway, this one's a really nice stone. It would set well on the edge of this. You can kind of see from the edge that it's got a high enough sidewall that you could get a bezel around really nicely. The only thing that I noticed on this one is that on the back, it's got an uneven surface on the back, so it could rock in the setting. So what I'd probably do is I'd probably just flatten that one out before I set it, just so that it didn't have a rock in the setting. But all in all, nice piece, nice greenstone. This one's easily settable with just that small correction on the back. And so I really like that one.